Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing fine and thank you for clicking on today's video. So today I'm going to review The Invisible Life of Addie Larue by V.E. Schwab, and this was my most anticipated read. I bought this book in January and then I read this book in June. I don't know why, but I kept pushing this book. This book already became my favorite even when I haven't read this book, and I don't have any explanation for that. That also brings like the fear that I might get disappointed because I'm creating this so much hype in my head. So what's my review on this? We'll get into that, but before that I'm going to give you plot of the book so that you will know what I'm talking about. So this video is going to be spoiler free, and you can also watch my reading vlog of The Invisible Life of Addie Larue, and that is also spoiler free, so you can watch that video after watching this video. I'll give link in the description. So the genre of this book is fantasy, romance and historical fiction. In France 1714, a young woman, Adeline, makes a bargain with the god that answers of the dark that she'll going to live forever, but everyone's going to forget about her. This is how Addie Larue's extraordinary life begins. For centuries, she learns how to live in the world without leaving a mark and goes through history, art and war. But one day, a young man comes and says that he remembers her. So that makes many changes in her life, and what happens, that is something you will have to read in the book. So let's get into review without any spoilers. So when I finished this book, I had no idea what to say. I was wordless, I was speechless. That you can also see in my reading vlog, that I was just rambling random things about the book. I don't know why this book has done something to me. The story itself is very unique, that you can definitely see from the plot itself. Like, the story is about a girl who is immortal and she's going to live forever, but she'll have no one because everyone just forgets about her. This book is written very beautifully. Like, it talks about art, history, music and just every creative thing, and it has dark academia vibes, and if you love all these things, then you're definitely going to enjoy this book, because I also like history, art, music and all stuff, and also books. This book also talks about books. We love it when a book talks about books. I loved the whole vibe of this book. Like, it just made me so happy and sad at the same time, but of course this was more on the sad side. I was so hooked to the story from the beginning till the end, and starting was very amazing. The pace of this book is slow to medium, which just made me enjoy the writing style more. As I said, the book is written very beautifully, so the pace just give you time to enjoy the writing style. And if you love someone who writes to read beautiful books, then you should definitely go ahead and try this book. It did get slow in the between, but it wasn't that big of a problem for me, but it just made me take more time to complete this book, because this book literally took me around 15 days, or not exactly 15 days, because I was reading sometimes I was reading just 30 pages or 20 pages, or some days I was not able to read anything. So in total it took me 15 days. This book followed Adeline's daily life in a detailed manner, but after the first half, the gap between the days starts to increase. So that is also the reason the pace of this book got increased after half of the book. The characters felt very real. I was like literally able to connect to them, even the darkness, the guy Henry, and of course Addie. The story is wrapped up in a very unique way, and it was amazing. V. Schwab has made a book in this book which make this book so real, and if you have read this book, then you will know what I'm talking about. The ending was not actually a normal kind of ending. I won't say more, because if I say, then it will be a spoiler. It's better if you go into this book blindly, because that's what I did, and even those small things in this book will seems big when you come across them in the story. And my rating of The Invisible Life of Addie Larue is 4.5 stars out of 5 stars. The pace was actually the problem for me. I hope I convinced you to read this book, because it's one of my favorites now. And did I get disappointment with my anticipation? Then it's a big no. I absolutely loved reading this book, because this is just so beautiful. Like, I personally recommend you all to read this book if you are into historical fiction, dark academic vibes and art and music and books. If you want to read the book that makes you want to enjoy the writing style, so check out my reading vlog if you want to see my exact reaction at those times when I was reading this book. And it was just not reading vlog, it was also like many things in between, like some recipe or when I was going out and other stuff. And if you're going to read this book, then do let me know your views in the comment section. And if you've already read this book, then don't forget to comment on this video and let me know your opinions, because I love to talk about this book. That was my review for The Invisible Life of Addie Larue by V.E. Schwab, and I hope you liked it, and I hope I convinced you to read this. And do check out my book blog and Instagram. I'll give give link in the description. I upload written reviews of books on my blog, and do follow me on my Instagram. I'm very much active there. I upload my current readings and aesthetic book posts and short reviews of the books, also some memes of the books. See you in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, read as many as book you can, and bye bye.